Nameless Texter says, why couldn't there be an automatic bid for both regular and conference tournament champions, especially once we go to 96 teams? Not a terrible idea.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the little guy in the NCAA tournament, so I'm in, man.
You'd have obviously plenty of spots at that point in time. Because I'm trying to think how many one-bid leagues there are now.
I think we sat here and added that up one day when it was you and Jay and I, because we were talking about the expansion of the tournament.
I think it's 30 total, right?
Yeah, and remember, I went over the number of actual at-large bids that go to the mid-majors and lower mid-majors compared to the group of four.
Right.
And obviously, it's totally tilted to the power leagues.
Sure.
So if you're going to add more teams, it's going to tilt to the power leagues. But to the point of the texter, if you have 96 teams or whatever, maybe you can look at some kind of formula that if you win the regular season and conference tournament, there could be something to be able to make it work.
Yeah, because again, at most, you're accounting for 2 bids from both those leagues, assuming the conference tournament, the regular season champion are different, which a lot of those leagues can end up being the same ones. You'd still get plenty of open spots for at-large bids.
Sure. Let's say half of the 30, the regular season champion wasn't the conference champion. You still got plenty of you got plenty of room for.
Well, and I guess you're saying the same thing about all conferences at that point. So that means every league would be guaranteed 2 spots.
You got 30.
So that
and
means
you're going about 60.
That's 60 spots.
Well, let's still take 15 off of that. So you got 45.
Yeah. So then you're opening up, still a lot of handful of open slots. It's not a bad idea. I like it, especially if we're going to expand. Then make it make a little bit more sense in terms of just because, like you said, you can have a bad game, and if you're the undefeated regular season champion of whatever mid-major conference, just because you tripped up against a 500 team doesn't end your hopes.
Free agency's been very interesting in the NFL. It all started with
the legal tampering window.
The legal tampering window, when all sorts of craziness erupted.
Isn't that an oxymoron? Because tampering's illegal.
Like government intelligence.
What makes it legal? Either it's tampering or it's not.
Yeah, and tampering's illegal, so you can't tamper, so how can you legally tamper?
But even within legal tampering, they're illegally tampering because these things are getting done before the window opens.
Even before tampering. There's always going to be tampering.
Sure.
Ask Matt Rule. Always going to be tampering in everything.
You know what? The NFL needs to stop having preseason games.
Just stop. Ready? OTAs? Scrimmages with other teams?
This they do the fan event at training camp.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Because you know what? Teams can watch your players and then can poach them in free agency and start tampering.
That's right.
The top 20 passers I'm looking at in front of me. Guess how many of them are former first-round picks? Out of the top 20.
Top 20. 12.
18.
I
was stunned by it was that many. I knew it'd be over 50%. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Bo Nix, Jameis Winston, you forget about that guy.
Yeah.
Bryce Young. The only 2 non-first-round picks in the top 20. You want to give it a shot?
Brock Purdy.
And he held Lombardi.
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
That's it.
Wow.
And Hurts was a second-round pick.
Yeah.
The true Cinderella story, obviously, is Purdy. But think about that. First-round picks. So, obviously, they're not all with their original teams, but former first-round picks. 18 of the 20. So when you're seeing these guys drafted outside the first round and people start yammering about this or that about this quarterback and dad, you're going to hear it again this year, by the way.
Yep.
Their percentage of success, nowhere near as high as if you take a guy in the first round. And the first round thing's a 50-50 crapshoot.
Right.